now that we know the players and the roster that is looking like going into training camp, there is the looming question about who's going to be the starting quarterback for this season. And to some, the portrayal of the Browns quarterback battle feels a little off. If you've been paying attention to the Cleveland media lately, you think Shedeur Sanders was already the QB1 for next season, and Deshaun Watson shouldn't even be considered for the job. So we're still months away, though, from any meaningful football. And despite being named a Pro Bowl replacement, Shedeur wasn't as impressive as the accolade may portray. So the question is the narrative being pushed to us reality or fiction? And will this be more of a real competition than what the talking heads are making it out to be? Look, B, go ahead. Your eyes big, start it off.
Get it off the chest.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. I always say, yeah, my hate for Watson might have to subside if he go ahead and steal the job. Because Rick, you had a good point. I think E was talking about it. I was in battles with Micah and CJ and everybody, So if the man come out balling, man, he is experienced. And it's, you know what I mean? He got that experience. He got that big frame. He doing what he do. I give him a shot, man. If he coming out, give him a shot. Because if anything, the worst can happen, he go out there and play great. And that's a good scenario for the team. He go out and play great. Then we got decisions to make. Shedeur can sit back and get ready even more. So even though I wanted him to get the PT, but if the man playing great, I have to shut my mouth and eat some cabbage.
I'm still a Watson guy. I've been saying the Watson stuff ever since he got here. What's going to change now? Nothing. Just I hope he can stay healthy. That's literally it. But if he doesn't stay healthy, I have no problem with Shedeur stepping in and doing what he's supposed to do. Be a good backup for this situation. But my thing is, I don't know how it happened that fast in minicamp. That's the only question that I have. Everything's on there. No pass rush, things like that. Yes, Deshaun is a very good escape artist and everything. And I can see how they can be enamored with the way the ball is coming off his hand. They keep saying that part on the radio and in certain reports. The ball is coming off his hand, jumping off of his hand, jumping out of his hand, connecting with the receivers because, they've been working in the offseason in Florida for quite a while. But I think it's just too early to make that decision. So you ask if it's going to be a real QB competition. That's the part that I'm thinking about. If it is, why already come to this conclusion so fast? Definitely for the media. But Monken, I think he's a football guy. He wants to have that true QB competition in order to see who he's going to have. I think he has offense ready for both of them because both of them are kind of similar a little bit. Shedeur can escape. He's just not a, runner after the play breaks down. He can extend the play, but he's not going to make his bread being a runner after the play breaks down. So I think Monken is happy, and I think he should have a true QB competition in training camp. Look at this face.
That's Ricky.
Like I said last pod, man, we are talking as if Deshaun Watson got beat out for his QB spot. And that's what kind of baffles me. He got hurt. So that's how he lost his QB spot. Anybody else, any other team, we wouldn't be talking this much about the backup, let alone a backup that we are talking about won 10 games for us last year. We are really talking on projection about Shedeur Sanders. And that's just 100%. Do I hope one day, whether it's with the Browns or with somebody else, that he has a great career? I do. But let's show the light that you're trending that way first. So that's what baffles me about this whole quarterback competition thing. But when I really sat down about it, and I'm thinking, this is not a Cleveland Browns thing. This is a city of Cleveland thing. We are searching for, and this is the take, we are searching for LeBron James. We are searching, no matter the franchise, whether it's the Browns, whether it's the Cavs, whether it's the Indians, we are searching for that LeBron James feeling that puts us back in the national spotlight with the sports media. You know, what's my evidence of this? You could look at the Deshaun Watson trade. When that trade happened, everybody, oh, we got Deshaun Watson. We got Deshaun Watson. We were the talk of basically free agent. Who was the one to pick him up? And even if you think about that time, it really wasn't the best time to be picking him up with all his
scandals. It was, Rick. That
for
was the
us,
only way we was gonna get him. If you, that's the
shenanigans happened.
He was on sale.
But to that point, Zen, it put us back. It put Cleveland back in the national media. It put us out there, same way it did when LeBron came back. You know, then you could go back to the Browns with the Odell Beckham trade. Everybody, when Odell came on, oh, we got Odell Beckham. We got our receiving core is off the chain. A lot of hype, poor fit. Cancer in the locker room, minimum return.
Woo!
Yeah,
Rick, I
right.
disagree with you 100% on that.
I agree
one.
with him. He cooking. Let him cook.
I know. Hey,
No,
man,
go
I'm
ahead,
cutting the
go
fire
ahead.
off. I'm cutting the fire off. I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Look, no, it wasn't a poor fit. The only thing that was a poor fit was the quarterback and the head coach. That was the poor fit.
Who's the QB at the time?
Baker Mayfield.
And
Which
they thought
goes to my
Baker
third
was supposed
point.
to be more than what he
but
was supposed
OBJ
to
was
be.
putting that cancer in the locker room, though. He was.
That's
he was
my
putting
third
cancer in
point.
too, though.
Baker Mayfield. I'm glad you said that, Zed, because Baker Mayfield was number 3. And Baker was going to take, and I think we kind of let him go. You know, I ate crow. I think we let him go a little soon because Baker down there. I think he's grown mentally. He's down there and the Bucks doing his thing.
Is
doing
he?
his thing.
Yeah.
What equals doing his thing?
He balling.
He's the same exact player.
No, he's not.
No,
he's
not. I don't think
he had a 4,500-yard season. He's not the same player, guy. Come on, man.
With Mike Evans and Ibuka and everybody else,
here
better.
You had OBJ and you had Jarvis Landry.
And you had Kevin Stefanski calling plays. Why are we overlooking this?
Had that cancer. But Rick, man, I'm glad you said some stuff, man. Real quick, man. I was drinking that Kool-Aid too, man. That's a really good take. It's a little far though to say LeBron, but it's right on cue because everybody sold Sanders as something he wasn't. Like Jake Paul going out there fighting a real boxer, getting his jaw broken 2 places. That's Sanders, and Hunter. They out here, they are the equivalent of Jake Paul. So I bow to you for that one, Rick. You got me. You got me back in rehab, man.
I understand what he's saying. They're not saying he is Jake Paul. He's saying like the sentiment of
right.
So
they ain't out here playing football, but the hype that was around him, like
so he got never real boxers.
Franchise. Like no, he's not.
Yeah,
like
no, and he had the worst QBR in the league last year. Like Rick got good points. Like it's no competition. Like it wasn't like he came out and won 10 games and he had the worst QBR in the league. He stunk. But come on.
I mean, I can understand your QBR argument, whatever, but did he not win more games than any other quarterback that played here last year? Yes or no?
But the bar is so low.
That's not a yes or no.
But like he said, he got
Still
hurt.
not a yes or no.
So no competition.
Yes.
Thank you, Rick.
But you still can't.
You doing
sugar, you can't put
no.
Put sugar on shit and call it a Snickers.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying he was great, but the way he started that Baltimore game looked bad. Looked really, really bad. I saw growth from that point all the way into that last Cincinnati game. It was definitely growth.
Yeah,
by far, night and day. So all I'm saying is, why not continue to let him grow? And I'm not saying he should be the starter or whatever. If he clearly beats Deshaun out in the competition, by all means, you literally earned the starting quarterback position. But I think just because he's so popular and the media in the other world made him so pulverizing, I think that works against him too
Take
with
off.
a lot of people. So a lot of people tend to say what you just said just because of that. And I'm not saying you're saying that because of his popularity. You're saying that on a pure football opinion.
Yeah.
But other people are using that against him to say, well, like B, he ain't as good as everybody said. I saw growth. That's all I'm saying. From the bare bottom where he started the Baltimore game all the way to the last Cincinnati game. Hella growth.
But was it enough growth? And not to cut you real quick, it wasn't enough growth to be in a conversation of taking out Deshaun Watson, even at the level of what he played. That's what Rick's saying, and I get it. So
yes,
I got to
because he's QB2. So it has to be a competition between QB1 and 2. Yeah.
No, it don't have to be a competition.
No, ain't no
QB1 and
competition.
QB2.
If you want to see if Deshaun is healthy, and if you want to see him grasp the offense, if you want to see him work with the rest of the team, then yeah, it has to be a competition.
That's probably why they made it so quick.
And I know if there's a big difference between saying Deshaun going into week 1, Deshaun Watson is our starting quarterback. That's who we're starting the season with. And yeah, we want to have a good quarterback battle. We got a good number 1 and a good number 2, and we want to see what's happened. Those are
that's
two
what I
different
said
scenarios.
for training camp. That's what I said for training camp. Let the QB thing go for
But that
a
just
week.
answered your
But then
question.
after that, you're wasting time because you have to get in rhythm with those ones. Just like everybody was complaining about this preseason, that Shedeur never took snap with the ones.
I might take heat for this. I don't think he's done enough to be in a quarterback competition with a guy who lost his position because he got hurt.
And that's why they made the decision.
I just think it's situational. It's situational.
He just said why they make the decision so quick. That's your answer. Because they're like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, it's apples and oranges. Like, it's a guy who was mediocre versus a guy who haven't played well and he got hurt. Yeah. So when he come back in healthy,
that's why it should be a competition.
You just said it, B.
It's been a competition, but they seen enough already is what we try to say.
That's the part I don't agree with because nothing happened. It's minicamp. Everybody's not even here. The whole team didn't even report. It's optional minicamp.
They talking like Rick. They like, why are we having a competition with a guy who was middle of the road or low on the totem pole
because
versus a guy that just got hurt?
The head coach said it himself that he really likes what Shedeur does.
Yeah.
So he wants to see it. That's
why I thought it was a lot. I thought
by that token, it should be three quarterbacks vying for the starting spot.
Not at all.
I was going to ask you about the fourth guy, though, because they did draft Taylor Green. Is there any chance hell he has a shot? No. Okay. No. He's not good. People talking about he's 6'6". And
I mean, he's an athlete. That's what I'm saying. Not ready for NFL.
No chance in hell. Okay. Gotcha.
Hey, if he's on the field, then you know our season screwed again. All right. Look, this is blowing my mind that the number 1 Deshaun Watson critic, number 1. There is nobody.
You right.
And yet you can't understand why somebody who is not, I mean, underperforming is an understatement.
I was with y'all.
And so when you see something that has a glimpse, a glimmer, we saw some glimpses of what could be from Shedeur in those last, 7 games? Yes, we saw some glimmers. Have we ever seen glimmers from Deshaun Watson? Maybe once. That come back in against the Baltimore Ravens.
I got you on that.
The Titans games, both years against the Titans, he had good games.
The Titans, the Ravens never threw over 300 yards. I am the number 1 Deshaun hater, but with Rick makes a great ass point though, because I didn't believe in what's his name, Shedeur. I hated Watson. I thought Gabriel had a slightly better and had his shot. He was ass. Then when Shedeur got in the game, he showed some growth to E's point. But growth and potential to a man who may not have been healthy the whole time. Because one thing they keep talking about is this shoulder. And I remember going back, kept saying the shoulder. So they like this shoulder looking like it's finally, capital keyword, finally 100%. Healed enough. Then now he's going through the full throwing motion. And remember, I kept saying the dirty balls But it's funny because he came in with dirty balls. So I was like, what the hell going on? He's supposed to be okay sitting down 2 years. Now he coming in balls in the third. But they saying something might have been wrong with his shoulder the whole time. So they saying now that his shoulder is fully healed, he's out there putting touch on that ball. He's doing it. And your professional who's been struggling because of injury is still going to be eons better than a rook who's just showing some potential. And that's what Rick is saying. So that's where it's detoxing the Shedeur Kool-Aid in my system. And it's like, wait a minute, it's reality.
But
There
once
was
again,
never any Shedeur Kool-Aid when it came
Yeah,
to
it was.
UB.
J. Cole.
I'm not believing that anyway.
Jake Paul.
Exactly.
But I'm not
Start giving us some props.
disagreeing with anything that Rick is saying. I'm just saying I see why it should be a competition. That's it. And if Watson kills him, he kills him, and then that's the end of the story.
He probably
But
already
see,
killed him.
But when you say a quarterback competition, that gives very, very little leeway for any type of bad play. Any type of bad play.
That's what you want anyway.
That's what you want. I do want that.
No,
I want that.
No. What you want is continuity and consistency.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
what I
don't-
said. You can't have it for a long time at all. It can't be long. So therefore, it could be continuity with the ones, whoever is going to be the starting quarterback.
What did Deshaun Watson ever do to earn this? He hasn't
Be
done
an
anything
NFL
in these 4
quarterback.
years to be able. He's at the point now to where he doesn't have the wiggle room no more. That's gone. That's gone.
It's
You gave
nobody-
me 4
playing-
years of that. That's gone.
If he's playing hurt, which he was,
Right. Baker
in his
Mayfield.
throwing arm, that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Hey,
His
Because I'm
mental,
gonna
too.
even
mental too,
throw, and the mental part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna even throw Baker Mayfield some.
Baker
I'm
Mayfield.
gonna shoot him
Okay.
some. He was
Gonna rotate
playing
it.
hurt.
Now you
Yeah.
want to prove it now. Now you, hey, okay, that's all
And
fine
I
and
think
dandy.
he
Now
has-
you
I
had to
think he
prove it.
is.
We not going back to the days we're not going to start from scratch and whereas now you just how it was when you first came to Cleveland. That ship is sailed. That ship is
Yeah.
sailed. You want to
It's a
prove
new
it
day.
now. Prove
No.
it. If,
Right.
if you was hurt,
Okay.
if
He
you
getting
was
paid-
hurt
he getting paid
and
too
you
much
needed
money for that
your
shit to
your
sell.
mental was
Yeah,
off.
that part.
Okay, if all that was off, okay, that's cool. That's fine and dandy. But now you got to prove it, then.
You got to prove it.
You got to go out here and
And-
show it. You don't. You no longer do you get the wiggle room. No longer do you get the franchise QB, face of the franchise anymore. All that's gone. All that's
Yeah,
gone.
nah.
If you want it back, you're gonna have to prove it.
Break.